Dang it. I wish Mr. Z had taught me more about the late 20th century. Well, I should probably be getting to bed now.
I am the ghost of aPush Pass. I am here to send 4 ghosts to you to discuss what you missed in aPush class.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah!
I am the ghost of 60s past.
What?
Didn't you need to learn about the 60s for your aPush test?
aPush test? I'm in college, bro.
Well, you know what? Whatever. You still need to learn about the 60s, okay? Very important era. Very important.
Alright. Whatever.
Okay, good. Let's go.
I'm John F. Kennedy, and this is who I'm running against, Mr. Richard Nixon. How you doing, pal? Why the long face? Come on, now. All right. Now, I'm from Boston, and my main motto is, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
We're not here, Mr. Ghostman.
Well, this is the election of 1960. Over here, you have JFK. Over here, Richard Trick Dick Nixon.
He's significantly prettier than he is.
Oh yeah, great looking man over here. Probably the best looking president of all time. Oh yeah, for sure. Great features. Great man on TV. Doesn't sweat. Isn't nervous. Good talker. Good public speaker. Over here, Richard Nixon. Okay, look at him. He's sweating. He doesn't know what to do. He's jittering everything. He's just scared. He doesn't want to be here. Just JFK just looks so much better on TV than Richard Nixon did. That's pretty much how he won the election. He won over the popular vote just by how he looked on TV.
This is how it goes these days, man.
I guess so. Nobody pays attention to politics.
Pew pew.
What's going on here?
Oh, this is the JFK assassination. You know, this is a terrible time in our country's history. I remember exactly where I was, actually.
Where were you?
Sitting on the couch.
On the couch.
Yeah, it was a fun time. I was with my wife, man. Eating some popcorn.
Sounds so
bad. Okay, you know what?
Why are you married, man?
Sorry.
Stupid.
So I doubt you know any music from the 60s, right?
You kidding? The Beatles, man. Look, a conveniently placed piano. When I in times of trouble, memory comes to me. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Told you I knew.
You know what I used this remote to do in 1969 in this very spot?
What?
Turn that TV on right there, and I watched the first man to ever walk on the moon. It was a great experience.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, and the even better part was like, that just showed that America was king. Like, we won the space race. Like, yeah, they had the first satellite. Okay, cool. But we had a guy, first guy to walk on the moon. Like, yeah, I mean, that's the stuff, man. 1960s, great time for TV. Like, no lie. Probably the best TV show of all time. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you don't even know it, I bet.
Star
It's called,
Trek.
dude, you 60s is like your era, man.
I'm a college kid. I have nothing to do with my time.
I feel you. So, actually, I don't. I never went to college. But, anyways, 60s, like, this Star Trek, like, the whole space race paraphernalia just added to it, man. It was insane. And, like, a great movie, Psycho. It was, like, the first time that, like, they showed people being bad instead of just, like, aliens and, like, outside powers. It showed a person, like a serial killer, just going around killing everybody. It just showed that if we keep going in this direction in society, this is what it can turn into.
Hey, son. You need to get out of here. We don't like your kind, and I believe it's my turn to play.
I can do whatever I want.
I said, you need to get out of here. It's my turn to play.
I don't need to listen to you.
God, that's brutal.
It is brutal. You know, that's what everybody thought on, because they aired this stuff on TV, you know? Everybody felt pity for the African Americans. That's actually one of the reasons John F. Kennedy got elected, you know? A lot of people wanted to vote for him because they felt bad for the African Americans, and he wanted to give them rights, you know? And he proved that later in his presidency when he tried to pass the Civil Rights Act, but didn't have Congress's approval. But, anyways, Martin Luther King, actually, what he just did there was sit-in movement. They just sat there and they refused to move. One of the forms of peaceful protest headed by Martin Luther King, you know. And it was successful. They did gain lots from it.
Oh, he just piled.
Sitting on this couch, I just get, a little emotional.
What's up, man?
When I was watching, they actually aired the Tet Offensive. That was really sad. We saw hundreds of American lives just gone right before our eyes. It made me and millions of other Americans just want out of the war. Vietnam War, most impactful event in the 60s, obviously, the counterculture movement, just extreme opposition, escalation, it increased tensions between us and the communists even more, man. It's
Unfortunate, man.
It really is.
Fine, I will take my missiles out of Cuba, but only on one condition. If you take yours out of Turkey.
All right. But we can't tell anybody about this. Okay?
Okay.
Go, 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 go! Hurry up, hand me a scalpel. Oh! Wait, does this man have Medicare?
No. Oh, no. Great Society. We're fine. Free Medicare, Medicaid. We're good.
Oh,
Go,
okay,
go.
okay, okay.
Save his life. Save his life.
I, Richard Nixon, humbly accept the presidency of the United States of America and will lead you in the right direction.
Yeah. Go Nixon. Yeah, Nixon.
What's up with Nixon?
Are you kidding me? It's about time we had a change from the liberal presidents to our conservative ones. We got tired of paying for their Medicare, their Medicaid, their welfare programs. Taxes were so high, now they're going to go back down and help big business. Trickle down, man.
What about Vietnam?
What about Vietnam? Oh, well, yeah, he's bringing them out, too. That's a good thing.
All right, yeah.
We're not going to be dying in a war we should have never been in.
All right, makes sense.
Yeah.
Holy crap, man. Talk about purple haze. Man, wake up! Wake up, bro!
Oh my god, what is that smell?
Dude, that's just fish tacos.
Okay, that explains that. Fishies taste in my mouth, okay.
Yeah, see, I can do what I want. I'm the ghost of 70s past. Now, I'm here to take you on a journey. It's gonna be totally rad and psychedelic. See, we use words like groovy back in the 70s, and it's like the greatest time period ever in the history of America. Come along, man.
Okay. So what's going on here?
Man, this is the Watergate scandal. See, Nixon and a couple of his buddies, they were spying on the guys over at the Democratic headquarters for the party, and he used the information that he got there to win his election, and it was just all messed up. Like, he was gonna get impeached for it, and he resigned before he could get impeached. And then, what was even worse, he got a presidential pardon from Gerald Ford, the guy that was elected right after him. So it was like, you can't just forgive a guy for something like that,
Yeah. One.
We can't let Nixon win this next election.
All we have to do is start pulling out of Vietnam, and it's ours. We just have to make a new deal. We have to tell the people that we're trying, and it's all in the bag.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough. I heard he's trying to keep the war going.
Just make sure he doesn't hear any of this, right, man?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, how do we get to the kitchen?
The whole third eye thing, you know what I'm saying? Just don't worry about it. You want a drink, man?
Sure. No one explains this to me. Oh, 6-year missed.
It's good stuff, huh? Whoa, hold up, bro. That thing cost me like $7.
It only costs $1 now.
Have you ever heard of stagflation? The dollar's literally worth nothing, and the prices have gone up because of it. It's all the government's fault. This is the Watergate scandal. Just makes me want to have a big change in government.
This blows.
I am tired of it.
Go.
This sucks. I haven't had food in 25 minutes. This still sucks. I haven't had food in 4 days.
So you want to tell me why these shirtless men are on your floor?
Dude, this is the Iranian hostage crisis. See, look, you see the first day? They look fine, right? Now look at them. Shows Jimmy Carter didn't do squat for them, man. I mean, what is government doing? They don't even protect their citizens anymore. It's like they don't even care. Dude, you know what's the best thing about the 70s?
What?
It's definitely the music. Artists like Jimi Hendrix and CCR with The Fortunate Son. A lot of people thought it was like super patriotic and stuff, but it was really about, you know, the tough times of the Vietnam War.
So, like, were there any good movies out during this time?
Yeah, I had it. I got just the one. I don't know where I left it. Oh, hey, there it is. So yeah, it was Star Trek, man. Most popular movie in the 70s. It was all about exploring new frontiers, which was really all the 70s was about.
So, man, were there, like, any good, like, TV shows, man? You got me, like, saying man all the time, man.
Dude, definitely the Brady Bunch. That was the best one of the time period. Really showed, like, the traditional, ideal family and how they functioned. It was really cool.
Oh, dang it, I ran out of gas. The stupid embargo. It's $5 a gallon. I can't get anywhere, man. Can't even get out of my driveway.
See, dude, this is why, like, gas is so high in the 70s, because OPEC, you know, the committees of oil exporting countries, they put an oil embargo on us because our president really messed up in the Middle Eastern part of the world.
Wake up.
What? Oh.
I'm the ghost of the 80s.
Okay.
I'm going to teach you what really happened in the 80s. Do you know any good bands?
Nah, man.
Skid Row. There were some crazy ideas in the 80s, like the Strategic Defense Initiative by Ronald Reagan. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was a plan to stop Soviet communism and also all-out nuclear warfare, but it never really worked out because it would have cost billions of dollars and was really unrealistic. Mr. Z never told you anything about that?
So my favorite movie is The Hangover right now. So were there any good movies out during this time?
Yeah, Back to the Future. It's a classic. It was probably my favorite movie. It showed Marty McFly and Doc going back in time and doing different things, but the main idea of the movie was showing the total social, political, and economic change in this country for the past couple of decades.
Okay. So, see, I know there wasn't, like, American Dad or, like, Family Guy, so, like, what'd you guys, like, watch?
The Smurfs. I really liked it a lot, although it was kind of creepy because it was totally pro-communism, and it, like, showed all the pros of communism, and it was definitely advertising it.
Okay. So, like, who was even the president during this time?
Ronald Reagan.
Like, did people even like him? Like, I have no idea since I was, like, teaching myself chemistry.
Well, yeah, despite his political beliefs, he was a total outsider in the White House because he was an actor before, and no one really wanted a corrupt politician as their president because people were sick and tired of presidents lying to them, like Nixon and Lyndon B. Johnson and all the presidents who lied about the Vietnam War.
So, what made him so popular with, like, the people?
I already said that.
Okay.
We're supposed to be doing
Okay.
Hi, folks. I'm Jimmy Carter. How you doing? And this is who I'm running against today, Mr. Ronald Reagan. How you doing, Ronnie?
I'm doing well, Jimmy.
That's good to hear. Always good to hear from an old pal. Now, Ronald here, Mr. Reagan, he made a living as a Hollywood actor, and he put makeup on his face, and that's how he made a living. What a guy, you know what I'm saying? And bit of a fruitcake, if I say so myself. Now, he drove. How many cars you drive, Ronald?
How many cars do I drive, or how many do my chauffeurs drive?
How many cars do you own, Ronnie?
13.
13? Now, you got a big house, Ronnie?
6,000 square feet.
Pretty big, folks. And about your wife, 1 to 10, what would you rate her?
11.5.
Pretty accurate. And now, see, you know, you could say he's doing pretty well. And if you guys didn't know anything about me, I did it the old-fashioned way. I did it the blue-collar way. I worked on a farm as a peanut farmer, you know, and back-breaking work. And, you know, good old Ron here, he's a good guy, but he's never worked a day in his life. Now, he's gotten everything handed to him with his big paychecks and everything, and I did it the old-fashioned way. Now, you, the American public, who would you want to represent yourselves? A prima donna, like Ronald here, or the common man right here? And that's really up to you, folks. That's what I'm trying to convey here. So what do you think about that, good old Ronald?
Well, Jimmy, all you said is a little true. Yes, I was a Hollywood actor. I know what I'm doing when it comes to this. My whole policy of Reaganomics that I would be introducing, a trickle-down effect, it would benefit everyone, including rednecks like yourself, Jimmy.
Really?
Yes.
Just because I drive a John Deere makes me a redneck?
Yes, it does.
Really?
Yes.
That, folks, tells you right there that why you shouldn't vote for Mr. Ronald Reagan, because, frankly, he don't give a hoot about any of you, and I will.
You know what, Jimmy? I'm getting real tired of your crap.
What are you gonna do?
Reagan smash!
No!
Yeah, go Reagan.
Why would you even vote for Reagan?
Why not? Reaganomics boosted the 80s economy like no other, and the trickle-down effect totally makes sense. You put the money into the wealthy and it goes down to the poor.
That makes perfect sense. Go Reagan, I want your babies!
Wake up, brah. I'm the ghost of the 90s, and I'm here to tell you about this bro-tack decade, man. We had things like metal music and grunge.
I was dressed in my bed 7 seconds ago. What just...
Don't worry about it. We even had things like the MP3 player, the invention of new video games like Pokemon. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
Okay, we were just at the pool table and I'm in different clothes. Okay, what'd you do?
Don't worry about it.
But I'm wearing completely different clothes. How'd you get him off me?
Just eat a ghost chip and don't worry about it.
Okay,
You said you had some questions for me.
Well, yeah, I did.
Do it.
In your opinion, what was the global impact as a result of the collapse of the Soviet Union and the end of the Cold War?
It just showed like America was ready to be on top again, and like democracy would always prevail, and stuff like that. And it showed like the U.S. was the #1 superpower in the world, and the fall of the Berlin Wall just gave hope to a struggling people, and it was just good times all around, man.
Did Bill Clinton's impeachment trial tarnish the office of the presidency?
It did, but the problem with that is that he would not have gotten the type of treatment he got if he wasn't president. So it's basically a matter of point of view. Yeah, he did a lot of morally unjust things and morally wrong things, but you know, if he wasn't a president, it would not have gotten like that. But since it was the leader of our country, people were like, hey, we don't want our kids modeling ourselves after this guy, or we don't want this guy making our decisions just because he has affairs and stuff.
Okay. See, in your opinion, what events about the 1990s had the greatest impact on American culture?
Stuff like the OKC bombings, inventions, like new MP3 players, like the iPod came out in the 90s, and Columbine, just big events that really disrupted culture or advanced it, or however you want to look at it, and those things just shaped the 90s culture.
In the 2000 presidential election, did you support George W. Bush or Al Gore?
George W., man. He was a good politician.
The politician? Okay. See, did the 2000 presidential election change your opinion of the Electoral College as a method of electing the president?
Oh, I thought my opinion of the Electoral College was heightened after that because, you know, George Bush was a much better man for the presidency than Al Gore. He knew what he was doing. He had a plan. Al Gore wasn't ready, and the Electoral College knew it, and they made a decision based on what they knew.
See, in 2003, was the United States and the British offensive against Iraq justified as part of President George W. Bush's goal of fighting a war on terror?
Oh yeah. After 9/11 and stuff like that, like, something needs to be done, and I get that, you know, not all people who live in the Middle East are terrorists. I'm not one of those guys. It's just like, we needed to go and show the people of the world that we had some moxie after the whole thing that happened with 9/11.
And what invention had the greatest impact on our lives today?
Probably, you know, things like the Game Boy and stuff like the new MP3 players, like the things that advanced culture and society more and more because they're more advanced technology, just propelling us into the future.
That's all my questions.
All your questions? Are you sure?
Yeah.
You don't want to pester me some more?
Whoa, I like the other ghost better, okay? I think I'm gonna go. Thanks for inviting me, man.
See you, buddy.
Jackwagon.
Who's talking? Hi, I'm Jimmy Carter, and now I'm running against Mr. Ronald Reagan right here. Now, his claim to fame was that he was a Hollywood actor, and he wore makeup for a living, and probably never had to work in a day in his life. Now, he probably drives very nice cars, about 5-10 of them, and he probably lives in a big house.
I didn't do it, see?
That was the best thing. Bob Tatum.
I'm Jimmy Carter. Now, this is who I'm running against, Mr. Ronald Reagan. How you doing, Ronnie? All right. Now. You like caressed my hand.
That's the one that was teasing my nut.
Hey, come on now.
You guys have
Videotaping on video.
just cut this all out. Just cut this all out, okay? 3.
No, this isn't the. No. Hi, I'm Jimmy.